Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Monday, November 16th, 2015. Looking at precipitation over the past 7 days, precipitation has been below normal over much of the Great Basin. The image on the right shows the percentage of normal. You can see that really only portions of central Nevada and central Utah have seen precipitation amounts that are at or above normal. If we look at the observed map on the left, you can see that much of the Great Basin has received precipitation over the past 7 days. However, this precipitation is still below normal. The infrared satellite this morning shows a low-pressure system over southern Utah, northern Arizona, and that will make its way eastward through the day, bringing rain and snow showers to much of central and southern Utah and portions of northern Arizona. The ventilation index for this afternoon shows good to excellent mixing across much of the area. You can see that mixing will be excellent across all but portions of eastern Utah. And those lower values across eastern Utah are due to the combination of light transport winds and lower mixing heights. You can see the map on the left shows those lighter transport wind values across eastern Utah, and we have those lower mixing heights pictured on the image on the right, also across eastern Utah. However, across the majority of the Great Basin, we will see excellent mixing across the region today. So moving to Tuesday, we'll see a dramatic decrease in the ventilation index. Mixing really decreases Tuesday behind that low pressure system. You can see that winds will be much lighter on Tuesday in the wake of that low pressure system, and mixing heights will begin to decrease with a pretty dramatic decrease across portions of western Nevada. Looking at Wednesday, we will see somewhat of an improvement in mixing across the Great Basin, although most areas are still in that poor to fair mixing range. And if we look at that in more detail, you can see that those light winds are expected to continue across most of the area into Wednesday. Really, the exception is southern Idaho, where we can see some stronger winds, and mixing heights will increase a bit on Wednesday, but still remain quite low across the area. Taking a quick look at the Utah Forecast Clearing Index, you can see that same trend reflected here. Excellent mixing across much of the area, with the exception of eastern Utah today. Decreasing clearing indices moving into Tuesday, and then a slight improvement on Wednesday. The WPC is also forecasting quite a bit of precipitation across central and southern Utah in the next 1 to 3 days, and most of that precipitation will fall across the area this afternoon into this evening, with that low pressure system making its way across the southern part of the Great Basin. So move into Thursday, we will see the Port of Fair mixing values continue across the area, and on Friday we will see some improvement across portions of northern Utah, northern Nevada, and southern Idaho, with some increasing transport winds on Friday, and that trend quickly reverses itself into Saturday as we see that those ventilation index values falling back into that Port of Fair range. And Sunday, we're looking at another day of Port of Fair mixing across the Great Basin, with those lowering mixing heights and the light transport winds. Looking at precipitation accumulation in the 4 to 5 day period, you can see that the focus of precipitation will be across northern Utah and Nevada and southern Idaho, with the greatest amounts across the higher terrain of southern Idaho. Finally, looking at the 8 to 14 day outlook, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for below normal temperatures and below normal precipitation for the area. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. Our contact information is on the screen. You can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.